Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 5, a Richland police vehicle is hit in a collision this morning. We'll tell you what exactly happened. Also ahead,
they see what the costs are to develop the ground, what it's going to cost to get the infrastructure in there.
Off the market in Sunnyside, what the city now plans to do with the Monson property. Plus, it is special election night across Oregon, what voters in Umatilla and Murrow counties are deciding on. And Stacy, what are you looking at?
We're looking at the Yakima Valley all the way into the Columbia Basin. Some gusty winds, a few clouds, and a few changes coming your way in the weather. I'll tell you more coming up. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed. It is Tuesday. Wendy is on assignment. First up, this morning, a car crashed into an unmarked Richland Police Department vehicle just after 8 a.m. The crash happened in the area of Aaron Drive and Jadwin Avenue. The intersection was blocked off for a short time while officials cleaned up the debris and started an investigation. At this time, though, it is still unknown what caused the crash or if anyone was hurt, police included. Other news now, the city of Sunnyside is moving along with selling the Monson property after it's been on the market for close to 20 years. Sunnyside City Manager Mike Gonzalez says the once feeding lot has been through some renovations in the city's efforts to remove some of the smell that came with the property. Gonzalez tells us as part of the land deal that they have made, it's really a way to purchase and sell the agreement.
F&M has given us $100,000 in earnest money. For the next 120 days, they're going to do what's called a feasibility study. So basically, what that entails is they see what the costs are to develop the ground, what it's going to cost to get the infrastructure in there, how can the city help in this public-private partnership.
As for what's next, the city plans to turn that part of the property into new housing for the community. Over in Pasco, this topic has been buzzing around as the days are getting warmer. Street side vendors and where the city is at with the issue. Pasco City Council member Leo Perales says this topic was brought forward to the board after they received complaints about street side vendors selling produce on busy intersections like Road 68. Perales says he started to hear from more people within the community and says he understands this is a way for some to make ends meet. His stance on this is to let them sell as long as everyone is safe.
When it comes to obstructing traffic and stopping people on Road 68, one of the busiest intersections virtually on this state, on the side of the state, and if it's going to cause accidents, then again, the city council is going to engage. We're going to figure things out, see what policies and codes that we can implement, how we can direct, the police department to engage with these individuals, get code enforcement involved.
The city of Pasco says per state law, street side vendors are allowed to sell farm-grown produce like vegetables, berries, and eggs without needing a license. Well, voters in Umatilla and Murrow counties are making big decisions this election, from school improvements to public safety investments and transportation services. The projects include a brand new Irrigan Junior-Senior High School, upgrades to Riverside and Heppner High Schools, and security improvements like cameras and secure entrances across multiple sites. The cost, about $299 per $1,000 of assessed property value, spread out over 21 years.
It's a special election which are school districts, cemetery districts, emergency service districts, fire districts, and so it's not necessarily an election that a lot of people turn out to vote at.
But despite low turnout, there's a lot on the line. Only about 12% of ballots have been returned so far, with final turnout expected to land around 13%. Turning now to First Alert weather. Stacey Lee is here. Memorial Day weekend is edging closer.
And things are looking better
All
as
right.
we edge closer into that 3-day weekend. Today it's been a little cloudy, a little bit windy out there. Let's take a live look outside. Our windmills, they're moving, and we see winds blowing at 18 miles an hour. They've been gusting 20, 25, 30, right around that range all afternoon. Our feels like temp, though, 77, so overall, pretty nice day outside. Let's take a look at temperatures around the region. We're in the lower to upper 60s here in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley, hovering in the 60s as well here in the Columbia Basin, foothills of the Blues, Hermiston area. Winds, though, have been blustery today, like we said, and we'll continue to see those winds through the afternoon into the early evening, with top wind speeds picking up 40 to 45 there in the Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley 20 to 30. We've been seeing 20 to 35 mile an hour gusts here in the Columbia Basin. Planning your evening, look for temperatures staying in the 60s, dropping into the 50s by 8, and then by 10, a little bit cooler in the 40s and 50s through the area. So overall, winds decreasing. We have a fairly mild day Wednesday. We will see increasing clouds as the day progresses on Wednesday, with some late night, early morning showers developing, then drying out on Thursday. Things, though, towards the weekend, we're heading for some 80-degree temperatures. I'll tell you more about that coming up. Austin?
We have a crime alert. The Benton County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help after responding to reports involving mailboxes. This occurred in the Prosser area, where mailboxes were opened and potentially gone through without proper authorization. They are now asking if anyone sees vehicles near mailboxes that seem suspicious, call 911. BCSO says they are working on potential leads as well. On Monday, Washington State Governor Bob Ferguson signed Alyssa's Law into effect. The bill requires school districts to coordinate emergency plans with local first responders and ensure schools have at least one piece of technology that can be used in an emergency. Alyssa's Law was named after Alyssa Al-Hadif. In 2018, the 14-year-old was killed during a mass shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. Her mother has been traveling around the country trying to get similar bills passed. In Washington, it passed the legislature unanimously. Well, the city of Richland is taking a closer look at a stretch of the Columbia River shoreline this week, hoping to develop a project that will prevent long-term erosion damage. City contractors began work Monday and wrapped up this afternoon along the Columbia River between the Riverfront Hotel and the Bradley Boulevard Trailhead parking lot. Crews were out collecting soil samples and installing a monitoring well to track groundwater levels. It's all part of a future shoreline stabilization project aimed at protecting the riverbank and the nearby trail from washing away over time.
Shoreline's not stabilized, it can just wash away, it can undermine the pathway that the people use, and it can just slowly wash away and everything will fall into the river.
The city is now waiting on the results of a geotechnical analysis expected in the next few weeks. That report will help determine the next steps for the project and how best to protect this popular area from further erosion. Now to the art beat. Ben Franklin Transit made a colorful stop at Kamiakin High School this morning to celebrate some very creative student artists. In partnership with Kamiakin, Ben Franklin Transit stopped by the campus to show off the winning artwork from their annual student art competition. The contest, which has been going on for nearly a decade, invites art students to submit their designs for a chance to have them featured on the sides of the Ben Franklin art bus for up to a year. Each year, Ben Franklin Transit puts out a call for submissions, and the final winners are selected by the Richland Arts Council. One of this year's top winners, Claire Erickson, says it is a thrill to see her work displayed so publicly.
Really cool, it's exciting. I mean, I remember last year I'd get texts from friends and they'd be like, I just saw your art bus, I saw your art on the bus, and so that's so much fun to be able to, like, I don't know, have people see it.
And the recognition doesn't stop there. Along with having their artwork featured, one first place winner also took home an iPad and an Apple Pen. Now to a story making a difference. A total of 19 endangered northwestern pond turtles that were raised at the Oregon Zoo were recently released into the Columbia River Gorge. The northwestern pond turtle, also referred to as the western pond turtle, is an endangered species in Washington. 20 years ago, now they were on the verge of extinction with less than 100. Since then, over 1,600 zoo head started turtles have been released. The northwestern pond turtles have been cared for by the Oregon Zoo since last year, and they say they are now grown enough to survive the wild. Apple Valley News Now live at 5 is just getting started. Still ahead, President Trump is touting his big new bill today, what that could mean for you.
A lot happens following having a baby.
Plus, we'll tell you how one local hospital is focusing on postpartum care for mothers. And let's go to a live picture from our Skycam network. This is in Richland. Stacy Lee returns with your full first alert weather forecast. A little windy out there right now. Stay with us as we are on your side.
Yakima Federal Savings and Loan was founded in 1905 and has kept your money safe and sound for 120 years. Your deposits at YakFed help people buy homes and build strong communities. We believe in giving back, proudly supporting local events and organizations that make a difference where we all live and work. With 10 local branch locations, we're committed to our communities and keeping your money secure. Experience the difference. Call, click, or come by and make the switch today.
Triple play! Triple play! Wow! Rob even makes two-pointers look cool!
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Triple play!
What does it mean to be here for good? It means being here for the artists who dream, the shop owner who knows your order by heart, and the mentors who leave a lasting impact. Here for singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game and big comeback stories. Here for the long haul from Omak to Sandpoint to Baker City. Here for your family, your neighbors, for you. STCU. Here for good.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $4,500 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
An accident can shatter your life. The award-winning team at Tamaki Law can put your life back together.
I'm attorney Brian Smith.
And I'm attorney Megan Hale. Thank you for voting us Yakima's first choice for personal injury, civil law, and best overall law firm.
We are honored and grateful to be part of this amazing community.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Welcome back to Apple Valley News Now live at 5. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy is on assignment. Trios Health is taking a major step toward improving maternal health outcomes with the launch of a new initiative focused on postpartum care. It's called the Special Delivery Program, and it's designed to reduce maternal mortality by helping new mothers get the care they need after childbirth. The program provides postpartum patients with a special wristband to wear for 6 weeks after delivery. It acts as a visual cue for healthcare providers, helping to avoid misdiagnosis, and encourages families and friends to check in during this critical period.
A lot happens following having a baby. There's a lot of hormone shifts. I think it's easy for moms who are focused on their newborn to often forget about themselves and their own medical needs.
Mothers receive the wristband before leaving the hospital, and while it doesn't replace follow-up care, it does serve as an important reminder for both patients and providers of the risks that can arise in the weeks after delivery. Trios Health hopes the entire community will get involved by watching for important signs. Couple health stories for you. Be careful before making your next salad. Cucumbers from Bedner Growers Inc. are being recalled by the Food and Drug Administration for possible salmonella contamination. The vegetables were distributed from April 29th to Monday of this week. The FDA is investigating an outbreak that has infected more than 24 people in 15 states. Some of those affected confirmed they recently ate cucumbers. People infected with salmonella usually feel ill within 3 days of eating a tainted product. Which sunscreen is best for you? According to Environmental Working Group's 2025 Sunscreen Guide, the best is the one you wear and apply often. The consumer organization released its annual list this week and found that nearly 500 products on the market meet its criteria for safe and effective options. According to the report, the use of mineral sunscreens are on the rise. Meanwhile, spray sunscreens remain a favorite. The report also found that high SPF sunscreens provide only slightly more protection than lower SPF products. To your money, Airbnb doesn't want summer holiday extravaganzas on its properties. The vacation rental business is putting in place what it says is anti-party technology on its real estate listings. Airbnb says those defenses effectively block particular bookings for Memorial Day and July 4th weekends. The aim to lessen the risk of disruptive get-togethers and potential damage. The company says this is part of a broader set of policies that will help hosts safeguard their properties. President Trump on Capitol Hill today to make a pitch with what he is calling his big, beautiful bill on the line. What's in it, what's out, and what's at stake for American households? Karen Caifa has the latest from Washington. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that story in just a bit. Please stick with us. I think we're going to get to it. We may. We are going to get it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and...
President Trump's second-term domestic priorities are rolled up in what he calls a big, beautiful bill.
I think we're going to get everything we want, and I think we're going to have a great victory.
But making a push on Capitol Hill Tuesday, Trump encountered a divided House GOP caucus. Republicans from key swing districts warning changes to health coverage and food assistance programs could leave them politically vulnerable. Some blue state Republicans holding out for a bigger federal deduction for state taxes, and fiscal conservatives argue the bill doesn't do enough for the federal deficit.
The problem is it's being touted as a bill that corrects deficit spending, and it doesn't do that. It doesn't actually manage the deficit well.
The bill seeks to make permanent nearly all of the individual income tax breaks signed into law by Trump during his first term in 2017. It would also temporarily eliminate federal taxes on tips and on overtime pay and boost the child tax credit through 2028. To offset tax cuts, the bill proposes a Medicaid overhaul that seeks to cut spending with new rules like work requirements for adults physically capable of working and more frequent eligibility checks for those using the program. The bill also calls for more food stamp recipients to work to qualify for benefits and shifts some of the program's costs to states starting in 2028. House Speaker Mike Johnson expressing confidence Republicans can resolve their differences.
We are right on track to deliver, and that's what you'll see this House do this week.
For that, President Trump described today's trip to Capitol Hill as a pep talk for House Republicans.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we're heading into that holiday weekend with so far pretty mild weather today, other than those breezy to gusty winds. Mostly blue skies. I've been seeing a few clouds kind of moving through the area, but staying dry. 68 degrees, our humidity at 31%. Wind sustained at 18. We've been seeing gusts of 20 to 30 miles an hour. There is a system pushing through the area, most of it lingering right on top of the Cascade Mountains and well to the north of the Spokane area. We've just seen a few clouds out of that system. Let's take a look at our futurecast. Tomorrow is looking okay. We'll start off sunny, but then you'll see increasing clouds, and by late Thursday night into Wednesday night into Thursday morning is when we're going to see a round of showers coming through the area, and potentially some thunder showers here from Pendleton to Walla Walla into Dayton. That's going to start the early morning hours and wrap up a little bit later in the day, where we'll start to dry out Thursday afternoon. Let's talk about these gusty winds we've been seeing all day long. They continue through the afternoon, and then they start to finally decrease as we get into our Wednesday. That's when things are going to be pretty sunny and mild. As the day moves on, the clouds will move in. The winds are going to stay pretty light, though, so I think we're done with all of these gusty, breezy winds for a little while anyway. All right, our forecast lows for tonight, we're talking 40s through most of the region. Some of those upper elevations, Tollgate, Cabbage Hill, Battle Mountain Summit, they're seeing temperatures right around the freezing level. White Pass at 31. Everybody else pretty close to 40, if not over 40 degrees. Now, our temperatures are finally edging up to about average, and then look at this, we pop above the average as we head into Memorial Day weekend, the latter part of it anyway. Sunday's looking nice and warm at 84 degrees, 86 on Monday. We stay the 80s in Yakima, 70s right on into Saturday. Then we hit those 80-degree. Look at that. Monday, Memorial Day, we could see temperatures flirting with 90 degrees in the Tri-Cities. 60s, 70s, Walla Walla, also those upper 80s. So we literally jump right into summer from a nice cool spring as we head towards the big unofficial kickoff to summer. All right, we've got clear skies again to start our day with, 40s and 50s. Pretty nice in the afternoon. Late afternoon is when we see those clouds moving in, and then we could start to see those showers developing. So about a 30% chance of rain again in the overnight, early morning hours. The rest of Thursday will start to dry out. Then we gradually warm up as we head into the holiday weekend with temperatures again getting close to 90 degrees in some of our areas. 20% chance of rain in Yakima on Thursday. Then we see nice sunny conditions right on into the weekend. So perfect barbecue, outside, on the boat, wearing some sunscreen kind of weather coming up this weekend. So pretty mild heading that way. Now look for those breezy and gusty winds to continue Thursday, Friday in Ellensburg with slight chances of rain. Weekend looking great. Monday is coming up a little unsettled, where we're showing slight chances of rain in Walla Walla and Ellensburg area, a little undetermined at this point, but overall the majority of your holiday weekend are looking very, very nice. So again, look for these stray showers. They'll happen overnight Wednesday into Thursday, clearing up with some mild, really nice weather right on through, and then Labor Day Monday, where we could see a few shifts, maybe a shower, still a little far out, but overall not a bad looking forecast. Stay with us. More Apple Valley news now at 5 when we come right back.
The awesome Hiawatha Trail. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office Thursday, June 26th at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment.
A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Now get employee pricing available across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing, you pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
Fred's Appliance. Veteran founded, family owned, locally since 1962. Come check out what's on sale this Memorial Day. Like this LG refrigerator with spacious French doors, smart cooling, and sleek stainless steel design. It's built for busy families, midnight snackers, and the serious organizers. 30% truckload savings on the fridge that has it all. At Fred's, we have thousands of items in stock, making us the smartest and most convenient choice. We're local, like you.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Drs. Kopstein and King for a free live webinar this Thursday at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Welcome back, everybody. Time for the Spotlight. An educator in Yakima has earned the Robert M. Leiden Excellence in Teaching Award. Matt Lewis is a math instructor at Yakima Valley College, where he implemented an impactful standards-based teaching approach, allowing students multiple attempts at mastering a concept. He says it's rewarding, showing students that they can be successful. All right, if you have an idea for the Spotlight, just send me an email, areed@applevalleyNewsNow.com. Your Reason to Smile with Stacy is next.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. This is summer with the Nissan Summer Sales Event, featuring the Rogue, Pathfinder, and Frontier, free from new tariffs. Hurry to a Nissan dealer today.
Now get up to $6,000 total savings on Frontier.
So what do you think about these?
We like this.
Yeah, we love it.
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
We're going to take everything down to the
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs.
Honey, you were right. Turned out.
Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com to learn more about no interest, no payments for 12 months.
Looking for a trusted professional to guide you through your real estate endeavors? Carrie Lundgren with River Realty is ready to guide you through the process. As a lifelong Tri-Cities resident with 35 years real estate experience, she has the knowledge, dedication, and enthusiasm to make your real estate dreams come true. Whether you are buying your first home, moving up or scaling back, or looking for an investment, she has got you covered. Call Carrie today at 509-948-0580 and start making your dreams a reality.
Get ready, Walla Walla. The sweetest season is here. Join us at the ballpark as the Walla Walla Sweets hit the field for another unforgettable season. Whether you're a diehard fan or just looking for a fun night out, there's something for everyone at a Walla Walla Sweets game. Grab your peanuts, popcorn, and Lucky Cap, because this season the Walla Walla Sweets are bringing the thrill of baseball right to your backyard. Don't miss out on the excitement. Get your tickets now and be part of the Walla Walla Sweets experience. Let's play ball.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
The Good Feet store just really helped me out. I mean, they gave me the right arch support for my feet, not somebody else's feet. Then it was like, okay, this is something special.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
This is summer with the Nissan Summer Sales Event, featuring the Rogue, Pathfinder, and Frontier, free from new tariffs. Hurry to a Nissan dealer today.
Now get 0% APR for 60 months on Pathfinder.
It was an old rail line. Now it's one of the most awesome treks in America.
Tunnels and the trestles. Wow.
The Hiawatha Trail. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Rooster Tails, fireworks, and Dust Devils baseball. It's all happening Saturday, May 31st, and you could be there free. Enter right now on our mobile app or click on contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com, and we'll see you there.
And welcome back. We always have a reason to smile. Our good friend Dee biking around, chasing some storms on her bike. Dee, that's dangerous, but a great photo. So thank you for that. To get your weather photo on TV, it's that QR code on the top of your screen, or go to applevalleyNewsNow.com, click on that weather tab, sponsored by Lifetime Dental Care. Let's take a quick sneak peek at your day tomorrow. It's looking lovely. Most of tomorrow is going to be a beautiful day. Look for increasing clouds in the afternoon, much lighter winds, and possibility of showers developing overnight into Thursday. And then a nice warm up, Austin, as we head towards the unofficial kickoff to summer.
That's right.
What we call Memorial Day. That's what everyone opens the pools.
Yep.
The weather will cooperate for those first couple days.
All right. Thank you, Stacey. Thanks for joining us. World News is next. We're back at 6. Hoping your news is good news.
Have a great night.